We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46. 6 after the good pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Off play action on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Adjustments. Motion from the back. Trying to get the corner. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Toss to the outside. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Goes to the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up for the PAT.
How about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back the pass. It's Sellers. Got his man quickly. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Iron! The defense does the work itself for the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Slips through the line. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Got the first down and more. There he goes! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over the Stallions. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going.
That's the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame, 28. South Carolina, 7.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Price. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Gets the back moving, trying to barge in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain, ball remains at the 2. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Using his feet. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown it in completion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Tackled at the 45. 5 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's good enough.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Fights off a defender. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll give it to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you aim.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's loose. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. But they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
We needed needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They try to get it outside on the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Try to get it to the edge. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The option look. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Price. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st. From inside the red zone at the 18. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Under fire. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Power football with the run. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Memphis. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll try the toss to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to pass on second down. Hines is back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
South Carolina.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Picked off, what a play to set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air. It's Carr. Quickly complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Going to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Quarterback will keep it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Running to Green. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The running back has it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. The pitch to the left. Touchdown!
man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 39 over Sam Houston. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Bennett. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looks as if this running game is going to carry them to victory and at the very least allow them to hold their edge in the rankings.
They dominated this game early in the season, proving to the entire country they can get it done on the ground. After watching this game, David, they're making a case for being a top 10 team.
Yeah, they're going to move up the rankings for sure. You start to earn it, right? Like, early season tests are so much fun because now we have, oh, so-and-so played X, both really good teams. You could see they were better on the field. Today they proved it, especially with the physical ground game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.